This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Puma fifth wheel, model number 289 BHS. So I'm just going to take you around the trailer and through the trailer and show you how things work, basically. So we'll start off right here. This is a pull-out. Here, let's show it that way. A pull-out kitchen here. This is a griddle. Now the griddle has to be plugged in to this quick connect fitting down here for the LP system. So let me see if I can. Oh, here's the hose here. So this is the quick connect hose that would be used to do that. So you have to plug it in before you can use it. And of course, this is a sprayer that you can use to, there are at least one, probably two spray ports on the trailer. I'll show them to you as we go by them, and you can use that to hose things down, of course. Now this is the power. These are the power stabilizer jacks here. So there are one switch controls both jacks. So keep that in mind. Also, let me look this way. Yeah, this way also. You can see on the other side there's a shaft with a pin through it there. Hopefully you can see that. Well, you can crank the stabilizers from there. So if you ever have an issue with it, you can also always crank them manually. Okay, and we have a regular AC refrigerator. We have an awning with LED strip. This is the vent for the range hood. Now there's a baffle inside there, and you have to reach up. Right now it's open, but the idea is you want it to flap freely when you're venting to the outside. Otherwise you can keep it shut, but you always want to make sure the baffle is free when you're venting. Okay, outside speakers, you got a TV hookup here with signal and power and a bracket. This is the fill for the fresh water tank. Of course, the most common way to get water to this trailer is to use city water. But sometimes you're going to be camping at a campground that doesn't have plumbing on the campsite, so you can pre-fill your freshwater tank here and then use the onboard pump to pump it. Okay. While we're standing here, this is the black tank flush. After you dump your black tank, of course the black tank is toilet water and waste. You can hook the hose up to here, leave the valve open, leave your dump valve open, turn it on, turn the water on, and you'll spray out the inside of your tank, clean off the sensors so you get a good accurate reading of levels and that sort of thing. So it's a good idea to use that every chance you can. I mean, if it has, hold on, if the dump station has a working hose, it's a good idea to use it. Let's put it that way. So this is your water heater. It works on gas or electric. You can see right here, this switch right here, the lower left-hand corner, this is a rocker switch, controls the electric heating element that's behind this cover. So keep in mind that it's there. There are also switches inside the trailer, but keep in mind that that one's there. Also, this trailer's winterized right now, so the water heater tank is empty, plus it's bypassed right now, and then there's antifreeze in the system. Keep that in mind. Never run the water heater without water in it. So you want to make sure you fill it when you de-winterize the trailer or summerize the trailer. You want to make sure that you fill this back up. Okay. Also, this is the drain valve right here. I'm having a hard time seeing through this with this glare here, but this is where you drain it. It's an 1 1/16 socket with about a 6-inch extension you'll need, and then a ratchet or a bar to break it free. Okay. So the rest of the switches are inside the trailer, and I'll show you those when we get inside, okay? Alrighty. So let's see what else we've got here. This is your basement area. You see it passes through. Okay. You have two 20-pound LP tanks. They're full. This is just a hookup for a solar. If you wanted to get a solar battery charger, it comes like in a kit. The panel folds in half, and you open it up, you point it towards the sun, plug it in here, and you can you could charge your battery with it. So keep that in mind. This is a Go Power brand, so that's the type of fitting. It's their proprietary fitting, I assume. Either way, if you do get one, you have to get one that plugs into this, or you can adapt it. Okay, your kill switch for your battery is right here. It just shuts the battery off. Of course, you got a brand new 27 series deep cycle marine battery right there. All right, your docking lights, your landing gear extend and retract. So that's where you do that at. All right, another tank. This is a city water hookup right here. This is your city water. Wait a minute, let me back up. This is your city water hookup right here. We talked about on the other side how you can fill the tank on the other side, but if you have city water, then you don't have to fill the tank. You just hook it right up here and you're all set. This is just an outside shower for kids and dogs and feet and what have you. All right. Power cord, it's a 50 amp cord. Alrighty, these are dump valves here. Gray and black. Black is toilet water and waste. Gray is sink and shower water. Alright. Okay, let's see what else we have. This is another black tank. This is actually, or I'm sorry, a gray tank. This is actually the galley tank, they call it. It's your kitchen sink holding tank. Okay. This is just our cord plugged in here. You have the 50 amp cord that I just showed you in the pass-through basement. Okay, so let's go inside. We're still cleaning in here, but we'll work around it. Okay, so nice and warm in here. So this is your control panel here. You have your power awning right here. Let's see, extend and retract. Never leave it out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in. Your slide room is buttons right here, controllers right here. Your water pump. There, remember we use that to pump water out of the fresh water tank if we don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. Water heater on gas. I showed you where the electric switch was at outside. These are just lights here, and then you have your monitor panel. Battery, fresh water tank, empty, black, gray, so on and so forth. Graduates up in 1/3 increments. Okay, so the sound and the Fireplace both have a remote control, so, and the TV also. So you have 3 remote controls. So this right here, you can see it has Bluetooth. So you can stream wirelessly from your phone or your tablet. It also has AM/FM radio. It has a USB port right here. And then below it is the HDMI in. So if you wanted to go into the system with, let's say, a Blu-ray player or something, you could plug it right in there. Set it here. So it has that plus two speaker zones. Zone 1 and Zone 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. Okay, your Fireplace is actual space heater, so you have all the controls. Let's just turn it on here if I can get it this way. So you can control the fire here. Then you can control the crystals. What color you want the crystals? So let's go back this way. That looks pretty good. Then let's see. I just did that one. Then you have high and low for the fan. Low, if you can read that. High, that's the fan speed. And then of course there's this one I believe has a timer. Let me make sure here. I'm sure it does. Yeah, so you have a timer there also. Now, one thing to know is what they're telling us here is this is pre-wired for a Wi-Fi signal booster for public Wi-Fi. If you're interested, you can look at their website at this address. There's also going to be a port on the roof that the antenna would hook up to. They make a few different products, but always get the one with the antenna that's on the roof if you're going to do that. You'll have a router in here and then a booster antenna on the roof. So keep that in mind, of course. Also, let's see. So I can see this here. Can you see how that's green right up there? Yes. So you can shut that off by doing this, but you're going to want it on. That's the signal booster for the digital antenna. So if that's not green, you will not get a good signal. Okay. All right. So this is your carbon monoxide and LP gas detector. So if it goes off, it's detected carbon monoxide or LP gas. Take everybody outside, leave the door open, shut the gas off at the front, figure out what's going on. If it also beeps the same tone but very slowly, it's telling you that your battery's low. Here, let me run it through the demo. LP is good, carbon monoxide coming up. And then of course a LP or a low battery alarm. Okay, and it should always be green. If it's not green, get it serviced. That's important. Okay. So here is the microwave works like any other microwave, of course. Your range hood with a fan and with a light. Okay. Now that vents to the outside. Remember I told you about the baffle. You want that flapping freely. So let's see here too. Basically you got 3 knobs, 1, 2, 3, and 3 burners, right? This is the sparker. You turn it clockwise to spark, and then this is the oven knob here. So let's just demo it. Uh-oh, we don't have the gas turned on probably. Yeah. Anyway, the gas is off right now, so I'll trust me, it'll light as soon as you spark it. When it comes to the oven, it's got like a pilot light all the way to the back down there. Maybe I can spark that so you can see it. Yep, there you go. So what you do is you go to the pilot light, depress it, keep it depressed during the whole lighting procedure. Then you're going to spark it clockwise to light it. Once it lights down here, you still hold this in for another 10 seconds or so. Then you go to operating temperature. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light. So you got to remember to light the pilot light each time you use the oven. And always travel with your cover down. It's important. Okay. Your refrigerator is a 12-volt DC refrigerator. So it runs on 12 volt. Always latch it this way. Oops, I'm sorry. I got the camera pointing the wrong way. I'm sorry. So always latch it this way so it doesn't, the doors don't get dinged up when you're going down the road. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this device over here is the power converter. It's right here. So what this does, it converts AC to DC power. So let's see, open it here. And this is the AC side. For example, you got circuit breakers like you see at home, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC up here. You got regular 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled. Also, this is a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery needs, and always keep it charged. So it does 2 different things. It converts AC to DC power, and it also charges your battery. Okay. This charges your battery when you're plugged in, and your tow vehicle's alternator will charge it when you're moving down the road. Okay. So we have 2 bunks in here, obviously, and some storage. Big bunks, by the way. They're not just the little ones. You can drop the table by pulling the legs out, the posts out, and you can set the table on these cleats here. Right, and then you can use the back cushions to fill in space and turn this into a bed. All right, this one here jackknifes flat, so you can turn this into a bed also. Okay. When it comes to the bathroom, sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. This GFCI here, keep in mind that all the plugs in the trailer are wired to a GFCI. That's where you reset that one. And when it comes to the toilet, you can, let me flush it here. Directly below is the black tank, right? So that's antifreeze that's coming out right now. So you can't use it dry. By dry, we're talking about the black tank. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. You come in here, you put a dose of chemical in the bowl, then you step on the flush pedal, which is down here, if you can see it. Flush pedal. And water will come swirling out. You put about a gallon of water in the tank also. So you have a dose of chemical, at least a gallon of water, and you're all set. If you use it dry, the smell will be terrible and it can get clogged up. So make sure that you always put chemical and water before you start using it. Okay. So your bedroom. Well, first of all, this is a thermostat. It's an analog thermostat. Try to always keep the fan on auto. Heat to the right. It's self-explanatory. Off, fan, and cool. Okay. You have the second air conditioner up here. That's why it's a 50 amp system. Let me get some light here. So you have a second one here, and the controls are right on it. Okay. So your emergency window, your emergency window is right here. You're just going to go like this. And you're going to push it through, all the way through, and then you grab a hold of this tab and pull the screen out, and you can escape an emergency that way. Okay. Also, you have a TV hookup here, and the sticker's not on here, but there is a backing plate. I can feel it. I can feel it right about there. So, make sure if you're going to put a TV bracket up, that you go into the backing plate with it. Okay. Sorry about my camera work. Being up close like this with this camera doesn't work out the greatest, and I'm not the greatest cameraman either. So, let me see what else we have, if anything. You got a sliding barn door, which is cool. So very nice. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. I want to remind you to inspect your roof every 90 days. The manufacturer states you should go up there every 90 days, or somebody should, and check the sealant, make sure there's no cracking or separation. Check the roof attachments and the roofing material to make sure that it wasn't damaged by low branches or road debris flying up there or anything like that. You're just inspecting. If you see an issue, take care of it immediately, but odds are you won't have to do any maintenance to it for a long time, but you're just inspecting it to make sure. Okay. Also, right now the trailer's winterized, so the water heater is empty, it's in bypass, and there's antifreeze in the system. Okay? Thank you.